Good morning, students. In this class, we will discuss about fertilization and implantation. Yesterday also we had talked about the site of fertilization. Okay. Fertilization and implantation. The first thing about this fertilization, that as I told you, fusion of male and female gamete. Except that, what is the site of fertilization? Means that is the site of fertilization. It is ampullary ischemic junction. Ampullary ischemic junction, or else we can directly call it as the fallopian tube. So during ovulation, that is at the time 13th day of menstrual cycle, 14th or 15th. In between these 3 days or these 3 days, we can call it as the ovulatory phase, during which from the ovary, ova is going to be released. Like this. Ova is going to release into what? Fallopian tube. When? So this process, releasing of ova from the ovary, we can call it as the ovulation. What it is? That is the ovulation. Okay. Here, ovulation takes place at these days if simultaneously, if in the vagina or in the female reproductive tract, through the process of insemination, the sperms are introduced or transported. At this time only, if sperms are inseminated, then only fertilization will take place. Okay, this time only, means that is at ovulatory phase. Okay, if not, if sperms are released at different times and ova is released different times, means there will be no fertilization. And then ova should be at this region only. That means that is this region to which we are calling it as the ampullary ischemic junction. Or else, if it is in the fallopian tube, then only the fertilization will take place. That fertilization will lead to the pregnancy. Okay. So next here, during fertilization, what happens means, you had already studied about the structure of mature ova or the ova. See here, this is the nucleus of ova, this is the cytoplasm with all cell organelles, and this layer, this is the plasma membrane, ooplasm, and this is the nucleus. Okay, the next here, there will be presence of some follicular cells, to which we can call it as the corona radiata. Like this. Okay, in between these follicular cells and this is the plasma membrane. See here. This one is the ooplasm. This is the plasma membrane. And these cells we can call it as the follicular cells, and this layer altogether, this layer we can call it as the corona radiata. And here In between corona radiata and plasma membrane, one translucent layer will be there. This translucent layer is known as the zona pellucida. What it is? This is the zona pellucida. Okay. See, one ova will be releasing in the tube, but million number of sperms are going to release during ejaculation. Million number of sperms are going to release during each ejaculation. Among that million number of sperms, only one sperm is going to fertilize this ova. Yes, sir. Among that million sperms, which sperm will be highly motile and highly functional, that sperm only will fuses with this ova. Okay. So here, first of all, these are some sperms like this, which are trying to penetrate into the layers of the ova. Okay, see here. These are many sperms which are just trying to penetrate into the different layers of ova. Here some reactions are going to take place. First of all, during fertilization, a sperm will come in contact with the layer. That layer is the zona pellucida. First thing. See here. During fertilization, sperm comes in contact with the zona pellucida layer of ova. Which layer first it will come in contact? That is the zona pellucida. In between the plasma membrane and data, there is a layer, and that this sperm first it will penetrate into the corona radiata, then into the zona pellucida. Okay, so layer of the ova and induces the changes in the membrane. What is, see, when coming in contact with the zona pellucida, this layer or this membrane will cause some changes. Which layer? The zona pellucida will start to change the membrane. If some changes are going to occur in the membrane, which is that membrane? That is the zona pellucida. So, due to the changes in the membrane, the zona pellucida will block the entry of these other sperms. This, after coming in contact with the zona pellucida, here some changes are going to take place in whole of this zona pellucida, due to which the sperms cannot penetrate into the ovum. Only one sperm can penetrate. This sperm only will not allow the other sperms to come in contact with the ova. Okay, how means when it is coming in contact with this layer, zona pellucida, that zona pellucida is making some changes there. Okay, that changes will not allow the other sperms to penetrate into it. Understanding? Okay, see here. This is zona pellucida, and these are many number of sperms. Among that, one sperm will penetrate there. But other sperms are also there, million number will be there. So they are also going to trying to penetrate into the ova. But this sperm which is penetrated into this layer, which is known as the zona pellucida, here it will make some changes. Okay, this sperm and this membrane will make some changes. These changes will not allow these sperms to penetrate into the ova. Understand? Okay, so in this way, it's blocking the entry of other sperms. Who is blocking? That it is the zona pellucida. By changing their membrane, it blocks the entry of other sperms, so that only one sperm can penetrate to one ova, or only one sperm is responsible to fertilize the one ova. Okay, so that is the thing here. Due to the penetration of one sperm, only one sperm to penetrate, and one sperm can only fertilize to one ovum. So the one more thing here, you had studied the structure of sperm. There in the sperm, there is a head region, middle piece, then a tail region. Okay, this you had studied. In the head region, there is a presence of a cap-like structure. This is the acrosome. Okay, what is this part is known as? This is known as the acrosome. And here below this acrosome, there will be presence of what? Nucleus. Okay, this acrosome will have certain enzymes. What does it contain? It contains some of the enzyme which helps see. For example, this is the sperm, and here this is the acrosome. Here you can see this part is the acrosome which contains some of the enzyme. So this enzyme will rupture this enzyme. So when it comes first it will come in contact with corona radiator, then with the zona pellucida, then it is going to come in contact with the plasma membrane. Okay, when it's coming in contact with the plasma membrane, here the sperm starts to release the acrosome part in which there is a presence of enzymes. Okay, it will start to release the acrosome. So why? Means because it contains the enzymes, that enzymes are rupturing the plasma membrane so that it can enter into the ooplasm, then it can reach till the nucleus. Then it will reach the cytoplasm, ovum through the zona pellucida and corona radiata, then plasma membrane. So this induces the completion of meiotic. See, when the sperm penetrates into the plasma membrane, at that time only the second meiotic division is going to complete during the oogenesis. Now come to the oogenesis. In the last classes you had studied ovulation occurs only at the time of when the oogonia attains the secondary oocyte. Okay, so here this is the oogonia. This is the primary spermatocyte. Okay, this will undergo into the mitosis. Then this will undergo into the meiosis 1. It will form, and there is an unequal division of cell. One cell will be the smaller one, another cell will be the larger one. So at this phase, and this is known as this is the oogonia. This is the primary oocyte, and this is the secondary oocyte. So when it comes to the secondary oocyte, at that time only the ova is going to release, or ovulation will take place. Okay. After this, what happens means when sperm is releasing acrosome part into the ooplasm, at that time the second meiotic division is going to complete. Yes, sir. Here the second meiotic means further this secondary oocyte will undergo into the meiosis 2, which is the equational division again. Okay, this is the reduction or division. That's why diploid cell is going to form the haploid cells. Okay, then this cell, when it is going to complete its division, when the sperm penetrates into it, here after these reactions, this secondary oocyte further it will undergo into the further division, which is the meiosis 2 division. Here I will show you. This is the one cell, secondary oocyte. This will undergo into the meiosis 2, which will form the further two cells. Okay, so here one is the polar body and another is the fertilized egg. Okay, and that fertilized egg is the haploid cell. This is the second polar body. This is the second polar body. And who is the first polar body? This is the first polar body. And this cell will become what? A mature ovum. Don't be in confusion. In spermatogenesis, directly spermatids or spermatozoa are going to form. But here in oogenesis, what happens means the division will stop at this time only. Sorry, in this stage only. When oogonia becomes primary oocyte, this primary oocyte will undergo into the meiosis 1 division. That is at secondary oocyte, the division will stop. Okay, the division will stop. When the division is going to continue means when the sperm penetrates into the ova, at that time the further division is going to continue. Understood? Understood? See, once again I will tell you, when oogonia undergo into the mitosis, there it will form two cells. One is going to degenerate and another is undergoing into the further growth phase. Here there is a big cell is going to form due to the unequal division of cytoplasm. Okay, so this is the primary oocyte. Again, this will undergo into the meiosis 1 division, which is also unequal division. Okay, the next here, this will form the two cells. One is the first polar body. This will degenerate. Okay, this cell will degenerate. But this cell will, when ova will be at this time only, this is going to release during ovulation from the ovary. Okay, if it is releasing from the ovary, then it's coming fallopian tube. If sperms are going to travel into the uterus or in the fallopian tube, then it will penetrate with this cell. What is that cell? That it is the secondary oocyte. When it is going to penetrate with the sperm, then only the division is going to continue. Till that time, it will be like that. Okay, after penetration, the division will continue. Which division? That it is the meiosis 2 division. Then here a mature ovum is going to, or fertilized ovum is going to form. Okay, so this is how, and haploid ovum, this is the haploid ovum. Okay, and this sperm will have a n number of chromosomes. Yes, sir. See, this is the ovum in which this is the nucleus. See, acrosome will rupture the membrane. Then the nucleus is going to release into the ooplasm. This is the sperm nuclei. This is the ovum nuclei. Male nuclei and this is the female nuclei. So they both will get fused with each other. So both of them will have a one set of chromosome. N and N. Sperm nuclei will have the N number of chromosomes and ova will have the n number of chromosomes. After fertilization, they will form a, see, if n and haploid cells are there, if they get fused, then what is going to form? Diploid. Diploid, what is that? That is the zygote. A diploid zygote is going to form after fusing the sperm with the ova. Okay. So the next, let's see. Let's go for the next topic, that is the sex determination in human being. Next, sex determination in human beings. Okay, so this question will be asked for 5 marks. Okay, what is sex determination in human beings? See here, when fertilization occurs or after completion of fertilization, the sex is going to determine after fertilization, or sex of the baby has been decided. Okay, when immediately after fertilization, this is the female gamete and this is the male gamete. Okay, their nucleus, this is the nucleus. That nucleus is going to fuse and it is going to form a zygote, diploid. One set of chromosome, one set of chromosome plus diploid cell is going to form. This we know. Okay, on the basis of this only, the sex of the baby has been decided. Okay, on the basis of fertilization, the sex of the baby has been decided. Okay, so how it has been decided? You know the chromosomes. Okay, one set means haploid means 23 chromosomes, 23 number of chromosomes. Okay, diploid means n plus n, 23 plus 23, that is the 46 chromosomes. This you know. Okay, and this we can call it as the diploid, and this we can call it as the haploid. Okay, so here one haploid, ova or haploid cell fuses with the another haploid cell to form the diploid zygote. Haploid means, for example, this is the ova. In the ova, how the chromosomes will be there? See here, always the chromosomes will be in the pair. How many chromosomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. This is the 20 chromosomes. Okay. Then last 21. Then 22, 22. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. See here, among these 23 chromosomes, 21 chromosomes are the somatic chromosomes. Okay, what they are? Somatic chromosome. And that somatic chromosome, it is also known as the autosomes. See, 22 chromosomes are known as the autosomes. Autosomes means somatic chromosomes. Means which is responsible for the body characters, not sex. Okay, height, weight, color, eye color, hair shape, hair color, everything will be decided by these chromosomes. Okay, and that 22 chromosomes are known as the autosomes. And remaining here, one pair of chromosome, 22, 23. That one pair of chromosome are known as the allosomes. Allosomes. Allosomes, or else it is also known as the sex chromosomes. Allosomes are sex chromosomes. These 23 chromosomes are known as the autosomes. Okay, one pair of chromosomes, that means 2 chromosomes, are known as the allosomes or the sex chromosomes. Why we are calling to this as the sex chromosome means these 2 chromosomes are responsible for the gender or sex of the baby. Okay, what it is? This is responsible for what? For sex of the chromosomes. Okay, so here in female this chromosome will be different, and in male this will be different. Okay, this one pair. See, in female, that 2 chromosomes I will draw here. These are the 2 chromosomes, and this can be represented as XX. Okay, in whom? In female, these 2 chromosomes will be XX, and in male, these 2 chromosomes will be, in female, what it will be? X. And in male, it will be XY. Okay, the sperm, whatever the chromosome will have, among the chromosome, whatever the sex chromosome will be there, that will have which chromosome? The sex chromosome will be XY. In female, that is in ova, the sex chromosome will be XX. These are the chromosomes. In female, in male it will be XY, and in female it will be XX. Okay, and how the baby or unborn baby, their sex is decided. So let's see here. I will run this one. See here. Male, and this is the female. Okay, here the male. What is the gametes over here in the male? That is the sperms. Okay, 50% of sperms. See, million number of sperms will be there. During one ejaculation, many number of sperms will be there. Okay, so in that many number of sperms, 50% will carry the X chromosome. Okay, 50% of sperms will have the X chromosome. Remaining 50% of chromosome will have the Y chromosome as the sex chromosome. Yes, sir. That means 50% will have X chromosome, 50% will have Y chromosome. Here I will write X, Y. Okay. 50% will have X. Half of the chromosome will have the X chromosome. Half of the sperms will have the Y chromosome. Okay. Then come to the female. Ova. Ova, always it will be 1. Okay, and it carries X chromosomes. There is no difference. Both the chromosomes are X. Okay, if you take ova, that is the X. Okay, X. So, if this sperms, X type of sperms, is going to mate with the or fuses with the ova, what happens? Whatever the zygote which is going to form, okay, that it will become X and X. Understanding? Then, if Y chromosome of sperm or Y type of sperm fuses with the ova, which is already X, okay, it will become XY. Once again, I will tell you, 50% of sperms will carry X chromosome. Remaining 50% of sperm will carry Y chromosome. Okay, half of chromosome will carry the half chromosome X, half chromosome Y. If X type of chromosome fuses with the ova, and always in the ova there will be presence of X chromosome. There will be no Y chromosome. Okay, and ova will be 1, but sperms will be many in number. So, if X type of chromosome fuses with the X ova, or ova which contains the X chromosome, X means it will form X type of zygote. Okay, see here I will show you. This is the sperm which carries the X. This is the ova which carries the X. Then what will be the zygote? The zygote will contain the XX chromosome. Understood? Then, if sperm is carrying Y chromosome, ova is carrying X chromosome, after fusion, what will be the zygote? XY. Simple. Understood? Okay. So, what happens if it is XX? Then what will be the sex of the chromosome, sex of the baby? XX means it will be female. XX means female baby. XY means male baby. Understood? If it is XX means female baby. If it is XY means male baby. Okay, so here, why in the society they will blame to the women, ladies, for having the girl child. Here, who is responsible? Scientifically, it is proved that male is responsible for the girl child, because already it has two chromosomes as X. There is no difference in the ova, but baby or whether it is a boy baby. Okay, male or female. So in this way, we can recognize whether it is female or whether it is male. So this, such as these are the parents, male and female. These are the gametes, sperm and ova. And again, here you can write fusion. Fusion, then offspring. Fusion or fertilization also you can write. Fertilization. If you write this flow chart, this much is enough to get the 5 marks in your theory exam. Okay, so this is about the sex determination. The next topic is that it is the division. See that zygote, in which division it is going to undergo, then which cells are going to form, how it is going to form a new embryo. Okay, so that after division of the zygote, that zygote will form a particular ball of cell or mass of cell, which we can call it as the morula, then blastula. That blastula, it is going to attach to the uterus of the female reproductive system. That process we can call it as the implantation. What we can call? We can call it as the implantation. So that process we will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.